So yeah, welcome to the podcast. You haven't been here before.
No, I haven't. This is my first time.
So as a reminder, I'm Tam, and this is...
I'm Kat.
Yay, Kat!
Yay!
Yay, Kat!
Eat me.
So welcome, and I got some questions from one person who we both know.
Oh.
They're on Tumblr as quoth-the-Ravenclaw.
Aw, it's my wife.
So Maddie sent us a bunch of questions.
We touched butts once, so that means we're married.
Yes, definitely. We can get to that. But first, let's have a little review session about our weeks. How's your week been?
Been sick, like everyone else in the house, so that's great.
Yeah.
It's gotten to the point where the sickness has now spread to my cat.
Yeah, cat. So, I think both of the cats are sick, actually.
Yeah, Cedric's been sniffling a bit more recently, I think.
Yeah, he's been sneezing, too.
Yeah,
so.
Yay.
Medicating the cat is part of everyone's daily routine now.
It is, both cats. At some point in time, either Morgan or Sam or I will be like, hey, can you help me dose whichever cat we need to give medicine to at this point?
I think Monkey's the more dangerous one.
She is, because she actually has teeth and claws.
And she's not afraid to use them.
No.
My hands are totally evidence of that.
Yeah, I always feel so bad about that, too, because, I know that I should, trim her claws and things like that, but I don't think it's possible for me to get her to sit still long enough for me to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not your fault or anything, just because it's your cat. It's a cat, and you're entitled to do whatever, you're a cat, too, technically. But
Hey!
But, I mean, you're entitled to do whatever you think is necessary.
Yeah.
And Monkey's just a little bit more...
She's just a brat.
Yeah, she's a brat.
She's
I
a
love
brat.
her, but she's a brat.
Yeah, she absolutely is, but...
Yeah,
you know.
I'm so happy that she feels more comfortable around me now, though. It's taken months, but now she's, falling asleep on my bed.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I was so thrilled, when I found out that she, crawled under your covers the other night and was, sleeping beside you. I was like, yes!
Yeah.
It's happening!
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They're good.
What else has been happening? Let's see. Stuff I don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
It's happening on Friday.
Yeah, we can avoid that topic altogether,
politics.
I think. I don't think anyone wants to talk about that. I'm pretty sure, for me personally, I'm at this state where I'm just I want to acknowledge that it's a thing that's happening and that it's a terrible thing that's happening and should not be happening, but at the same time, I really don't want to think about it.
Yeah, no, man, this is a happy place. This is a happy podcast.
This is. So
we're going to keep it nice and light. Oh, while I'm
true.
thinking about it, happy podcasts and everything, I wanted to go ahead and thank another listener for leaving another review.
Yay!
I think it was Schmedsageddon on Tumblr who left a beautiful, glowing review about how nice our podcast is.
Yay!
And how everyone feels like friends.
Yay!
Which is great because, I am friends with all of my housemates, obviously. I don't, drag them up here and force them to perform.
No.
At all.
Tam is definitely not holding a gun at my head right now.
No, I mean... You guys would have to be excellent actors, and everyone knows that's just not true. No, I love all you guys, and I want to use this podcast as a way of sharing all those good, happy, friendly feelings with everybody. So thank you again to Schmetzageddon for leaving that lovely review. Woo. And if you haven't reviewed us yet, it really helps out. So go to iTunes and go in the store and review Live from the Closet on there. And okay, that's it for the plug, I think. Anyway, intro.
Welcome to Live from the Closet, a slice of life comedy podcast by and for LGBT young adults.
So, if you want to break from pretending you like me, now would be the time to just get out that anger right now.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
are the chains on your wrist bothering you, or do I need to...
they're a little tight. I feel like I'm worried that I might get they're chained, so I can't get rope burn. But
no.
Steel burn, is that a thing?
Yeah, I think it could pinch.
Yeah.
Between your skin, if it's a little too tight.
A little bit,
but okay. Well, let me get the lube and lube up your wrist a little bit. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah, I think so.
So Maddie sent us a few questions.
Yay!
And because this is your first time, I feel like like everyone's first time I take questions.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that's the thing.
That works.
It's also because I have trouble thinking of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, natural conversation does happen though, so.
It does.
Okay. So Maddie says, why is there so much tea in our house? I assume. Not in the world.
Why is that a question?
Because we have a whole cabinet, like a whole wall cabinet that's just full of tea.
I don't understand. Why is that? Is she implying that's a bad thing?
I don't know. I think she just wants to know, like, do we drink that much tea? Or is it just there for show? Like,
I mean, for me personally, most of the tea that's in there most of it is Frankie's, I think.
I think most of it is Frankie's.
Yeah, I think Frankie has the most, and then I know Chell definitely has the least because Chell doesn't drink tea as much. So I want to say, like, I don't know who's second between you, me, or Morgan.
I don't know, because I only have a few boxes. I have the Tension Tamer, I have a little bit of black tea. Mm-hmm. And I think I have, like, one, like, Adagio bag thing somewhere in there.
Yeah.
But, like, I think Chell has a bunch of, like, character teas from Adagio from gifts and stuff.
Yes.
And then they never get around to drinking it.
Yeah.
Although when we first met, they did drink a lot of tea.
Yeah.
So.
But that's since transitioned into coffee more so than tea recently.
Yeah.
But,
I mean,
which is fair because, you know, coffee is also good. But I know for me personally, I just really like different kinds of tea.
Yeah.
And I like drinking different kinds of tea, and I like flavored teas. So I'm just like, hey, if I have a lot of tea, that means I can get a lot of variety and drink a lot of different kinds of tea, and it's delicious.
What's your favorite kind of tea?
It really depends. Like for me, like the kind of tea that I choose depends like on like my needs and my mood and things like that. Like usually in the morning, if I'm not feeling coffee, if I'm feeling tea, then I'll usually go either black or green tea. If I'm like feeling like, okay, I need like a tiny bit of an energy boost, like in the middle of the day, I'll usually get green tea. And then at night, I'll usually get like something herbal or rooibos or something without caffeine.
I never actually thought of green tea as like an energy booster.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's like a tiny energy boost because it doesn't have as much caffeine as black tea does, but it still has like a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And you get all those antioxidants and all that good stuff.
Yeah, antioxidants. Fight the oxygen. Hate oxygen. I'm assuming that's what that is.
Yes, exactly.
I don't actually know what antioxidants do. I just know it helps your heart.
Yeah, it helps your heart, and then it also fights cancer cells, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So-
that makes sense.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think my absolute favorite is chocolate chai.
Oh, yeah, that stuff's good.
I love chocolate chai. There's one blend from Adagio that I love in particular. It's officially called The Wolf because it's part of that one series that's like it's the Harry Potter series, but they can't call it the Harry Potter series because legal reasons. So it's called like the tea we do not speak of or something like that. I don't know.
The tea that shall not be named or
something like that. Yeah. But it's the Remus Lupin tea, and it's chocolate chai, Earl Grey, Moonlight, and Puer Dante. And it's earthy and a little bit of spice, and it's wonderful with like a little bit of honey and a splash of milk. It's perfect, and I love it. And every time I buy it, I drink it way too fast, and then I run out way too fast, and then I'm sad for months.
Just get more, I think. Get like a huge 5 pound
I really
thing.
should, because I only ever buy it in like the 3-ounce bags, but like now I think I'm realizing like I really should buy it in like the big tins because I go through it so fast.
I think Chell got me Star Trek tea not too long ago. It was like a couple years ago. But Chell got me like the Earl Grey hot thing from like Think Geek or something.
Earl Grey hot.
Yeah, like that's what it said on the box because that's how Captain Picard orders it. He's like, oh, tell the thingy that like the food thingy, like, oh, Earl Grey hot. Yeah, but
I understand.
But that stuff was so good. I went through it in like a week.
Aww.
It was so delicious. I love Earl Grey.
Earl Grey is fantastic.
Let's see what else. Favorite language we studied.
Oh, yes.
So I think my favorite language I've studied personally would have to be like Arabic, because I loved learning the alphabet. Even though I'm really bad at drawing and stuff, it was really fun to like just be able to read it.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, Japanese for me was the same way when I was studying it in college because, like, when you're, like, especially when you get to kanji in particular, you learn that there's, like, all these little, like, hints and clues, like, inside each character that just makes it really interesting and, like, easier to read. Like, for example, like, one thing, if you ever see a character in kanji that has, like, a horizontal line with 2 dashes in the middle, like, kind of tilting in towards each other, that section of the character symbolizes, like, vegetation or plant.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, so you'll see that used in the character for medicine. Is it used in the character for tea? I can't remember. I know it's used in the one for flower. So that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so it's like those little, like, hints and cues and clues kind of, like, gives you an idea as to, like, what the word could possibly be. And then, like, putting it all together was always really fun for me. So
kanji seems really daunting. I'm not sure if I can do it. I mean, I'm going to try, but...
Yeah, it definitely can be. Like, when I first started learning, I was just like, oh, it's so much. But, like, having that working knowledge of, like, what those, like, tiny little, like, radical characters can symbolize there is super helpful. Like, there's another one where it's literally just, like... I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it, and because I can't, because no one listening to the podcast can see how I'm, like, moving my hands. But it's basically like a downward, the first line, it's 2 lines. The first one is like a downward diagonal going from right to left in a downward slope. And then there's, like, almost like a straight line underneath it. And it's kind of like it's meant to be like a shortened version of the kanji character for a man or not for man, but, like, for a person, for, like, a human being. And then so that you can keep an eye out for and, like, okay, this has to do with people and that kind of thing. So,
okay.
Yeah. So once you have, like, more knowledge of that certainly helps quite a bit. Because, like, you generally, like, in college courses and stuff, when you're learning that, you'll obviously learn the more simplistic characters first, which only require like 3 or 4 lines of writing, and then once you get more advanced, then you'll get into, like, the 10 and 12 line stuff, which, like, is super hard to write, because when you're learning it, you'll get, like, these big sheets that are just, like, little boxes, and you have to write the characters, like, so they fit inside the box. So when you get the really complex ones that have, like, 12 lines, you're just like, how do I fit all this in one spot?
That was one of the problems that I had personally when doing Arabic. Was because, like, you had the boxes and you had to draw everything in the box, or, like, on the line has to be, like, under a certain line, and, like, I have the worst handwriting in the world in English, so, like...
Yeah, Arabic seems like it'd be really cool to learn.
Yeah, oh my god, like, we studied, I only studied about 2 years of Arabic, but, which is basically enough to do the alphabet and, like, basic sentences.
Yeah.
So I can read stuff, I can read it out, but I may not recognize it. But there's so many different, like, Anglicisms that are in Arabic now, like New York.
Yeah, and it's the same way in Japanese too. It's like only you, like, it's written in katakana and then you pronounce it with a Japanese accent, so it's New York.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like Pittsburgh, like, they don't have a P sound in Arabic.
Yeah.
So it's Pittsburgh.
Ah!
I study phonetics because I was in linguistic courses. And there's also, like, a lot of languages that have, like, certain sounds that we have in English. But in English, we have, like, aspiration after it. So there's just a little bit of breathy air after a consonant. So, like, P, for example. In English, we say, like, P. And if you can hear, there's a little bit of air behind it.
Yeah.
But some languages, I think, it was one of the languages spoken in India, and I can't remember which one off the top of my head, but they have a P with aspiration and a P without aspiration.
Ooh.
And you have to differentiate. So, like, on my phonetics quiz one time, I had to, like, we had 2 different P sounds, and we were like, which one's which?
Oh.
Figure it out.
Oh, that's cool, though.
Yeah.
Linguistics seems like a really cool subject to study.
It was really fun. It really helps with my accents that I do. Because I'm a voice actor, like, I have to do a bunch of different accents.
Sure.
And a lot of people ask me how I learned them. And for some, like, really tough ones, like, say, Cassandra from Dragon Age, who has a made-up accent.
Yeah.
I have to make a language chart.
Yeah.
Where all the, like, I locate all of the vowels and all of the speech patterns, and I write out rules for the speech patterns, like, if the L is before an O, the L sounds like this, and it's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I've always thought, like, her accent was very, very odd, because, like, it's not quite British, it's not quite Eastern European, and I'm just like, what is this?
It's a blend of German, Russian, and I think a couple other Eastern European accents, but the actress is English. That's another thing, like, when you're doing, like, impressions and stuff, like what I do, if you get it moderately right, people will be able to pick up on which character you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
So you only have to get it, like, 75% right.
Get it to, like, the good enough point.
Yeah. I spend at least, like, I would say at least 30 minutes on each, like, accent or impression I do. Mm-hmm. But, you know, it's give or take. It doesn't really matter that much how much time and energy you put into it.
Fair enough.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's any more.
Next question.
Who would win in a fist fight?
I don't know. I'm, like, this is out of my realm of expertise because I have not read a whole lot of Oscar Wilde or H.P. Lovecraft.
I read Oscar Wilde. I have not read H.P. Lovecraft, but I think he was an asshole. I'm going to root for Oscar Wilde.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Root for the one who was less of an asshole.
Yeah, I'm going to root for him. So my bet's on Oscar Wilde. Let's see what else. Why is Dio like that?
This is a question for you, Tam.
Yeah, I know, I guess. Dio Brando from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is also an asshole. Speaking of assholes.
Yeah.
It's because his father didn't love him. Let's see. How does nuclear fission work?
Nuclear fission. Okay. Here's how this works.
Nuclear fission is where it breaks apart, right? And fusion is when they come together.
Sure. This is legitimate science, 100% true.
Yeah.
I am a scientist. I can prove this.
Okay, when two molecules love each other very much and then don't love each other anymore, they get a molecule lawyer and they break up.
Yes.
And then there are all these little molecule babies that explode.
Molecule lawyers, fun fact, make the most money out of any lawyer ever in the universe.
Yeah.
Like, even, like, human lawyers.
Well, because money isn't real, and
It's
their
true.
money is worth more, probably.
Yep, true. I was going to make something up about, like, ice fishing. The way that this works is that the molecules go ice fishing, right?
All right.
And they have to catch at least 10 fish.
Okay.
Because then once they catch all the fish, they then have to go and they have to split it up, divide it.
Oh, okay.
And then take them apart to their individual pet walruses.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, totally. That's definitely how it works.
I'm a scientist. I can confirm that is 100% true.
Yeah, you are a scientist. You're wearing a lab coat right now.
I am,
which
fact.
is amazing.
It says number one scientist embroidered on the breast.
Which is, that's a really prestigious title.
It is.
Yeah. Where did you study?
I studied in the broom closet at Hogwarts.
Oh, wow. I didn't know they taught science at Hogwarts.
I know. It's not very well known, but, like, they keep it on the hush-hush.
Oh, yeah. Because it's Muggle science in Hogwarts. And
exactly. Hence why it's in the broom closet.
Very illegal.
Yep. I'm also number one best scientist.
Oh, yeah. This one's good.
Okay.
So, FMK, fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
Bigfoot, Mothman, and the Louisiana Purchase. That's a cryptid I haven't heard of,
Yeah,
actually.
I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah.
Gosh. Okay. I would fuck Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Because
I would also fuck Bigfoot.
Because I feel like he's like, everyone knows Bigfoot's very hairy, so I feel like the cuddles would be great.
Cuddles would be great.
Yeah.
But he seems like the type to just, like, bang him and leave him or whatever. Mm-hmm. And, like, because he's a loner.
Yeah.
He's, like, tall, dark, mysterious, blurry.
That is true.
Which is everything you look for
in
a partner.
Yeah. My aesthetic, my ideal.
I think I would marry Mothman
Yeah, I was going to say that too.
just because, like, he's beautiful.
Yeah. Moths are beautiful creatures.
They really are. And moth and a man, like, what more could you want?
It's true.
Honestly.
It's true. Like, you can easily... See, what's great, though, is that, like, if you ever get into an argument with him, all you have to do is, like, light a bonfire in the back of the house, and then he'll be distracted for, like, 5 hours.
I don't know. I'm going to say I'd kill the Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah?
Yeah, kill the Louisiana Purchase because it was done by old white people. And
Yeah.
they tend to make bad decisions.
Yeah, generally speaking.
But, like, I feel like that's a really good name for a cryptid.
Yeah.
I feel like there should be a cryptid called the Louisiana Purchase.
What kind of cryptid would Louisiana Purchase be then?
I don't know.
I feel like if they're called the Louisiana Purchase, they can't be found in Louisiana.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I was gonna go with like a swamp creature.
Yeah.
And then like the Purchase is just like they have very long hands for gripping and they get purchase on things. But also a good idea would be like an inanimate object until you look closer and it's actually a monster. And then you can purchase it and it's like this cursed thing you can only get in like pawn shops.
Yep, and then it's your pet and it secretly like knocks over your coffee cup when you aren't looking. So basically it's a cat.
Louisiana Purchase. It would be funny if it were like a tourism thing, like come to Louisiana and you purchased it and it's actually this monster.
You go on the tour of like the swamp or whatever it lives and you hear all the stories from like the tour guides and then like little do you know when you go to the gift shop afterwards you are actually purchasing the cryptid.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if you used to do cosplay, didn't you?
Yeah, I haven't done it in a while, but
yeah, because I didn't know you back when Maddie and everybody met you, but
yeah.
But Maddie also asked, fave cosplay you've ever done?
I would say,
I think my fave would have to be probably one of my Roses from Homestuck.
Yeah,
because like I've always loved being her. She's really fun to do.
Yeah, I will say I know almost nothing about Homestuck because I'm the only person in the house who has not read it.
Yeah, you are.
I will say, like, one of the things that I always thought was really cool about, like, the Homestuck fandom is that, like, it seems like it's really pretty easy to, like, put a cosplay together.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, that's, I think, why so many people got their start in cosplaying with that. Because it's, you know, you have the base outfits and you just need, like, a white t-shirt or a black t-shirt. But, you know, it's different for everybody.
Sure.
I think that's why, like, you know, some other fandoms are pretty popular. It's just because, like, the cosplaying is relatively ezy to do.
Yeah, exactly. Which is great because, you know, cosplaying is really fun. And the fact that it can be accessible to people is great. I think I'm kind of caught between two. My biggest one that I did was one time, a few years ago, Morgan, Sam, Maddie, and I went to Otakon. And we were all big Kingdom Hearts nerds, and we all went as Organization 13.
Yeah,
and,
you would.
So I was Roxas, and
wow, okay.
I made the black pleather jacket from scratch.
Wow.
I would like to do more cosplay. Like Morgan and I have been talking about doing Vex and Vax from Critical Role.
Yeah.
Which I would love to do, but like at the same time, I'm just like, making cosplay is so expensive.
God, you would make such a good Vex.
I know. Like I want to do it, but like at the same time too, like I don't know what it is, but like going to conventions is just not as fun as it was when I was younger.
I think it's mostly just because we're out of the main target age bracket, or we're nearing that end where it's a little bit. Like, we go, and it's full of, like, tiny children.
Yeah.
And it's just a little bit, like, awkward almost.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's still nice.
Yeah.
I still like going, but it's not the priority anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I go to conventions to hang out with my friends from all over, because they're all there.
Yeah.
So, I feel like if there was something similar...
Yeah. I might try to go to Techo this year, just to... Because it's been a while since I've been to, like, a convention. Yeah. So I might try to go this year just to see.
Techo's been getting better.
Yeah.
Just from what I've seen. Like, I mean, I'm not from around here, so I don't have, like, the nostalgic kind of attachment to Techo that, like, Morgan and Sam do. But, like, I can see it growing, and it's getting a lot better. They've been bringing in better guests, and like it's been growing slowly. Still not on Anthrocon level.
Oh, God.
Because that's the other big convention here.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I've never been to Anthrocon to compare, but
Yeah.
I'm told it's a lot bigger. So that's going to wrap it up for us today, I think. Thank you for joining me, Kat.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, next time we need to do, like, fashion stuff.
Yes, I work for an online retailer of women's clothing, so we can have that conversation.
Fashion time.
Yay, fashion talks with Kat. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
We haven't been especially gay today.
We haven't been, no.
Oh, well.
I think it's the ace factor coming from me.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for joining me.
Yeah.
And I think that's almost everybody in the house. I'm not sure when we'll get Sam on.
Yeah.
Because he's not really one to do things like this, which
Yeah.
is okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. Everyone's met everybody pretty much almost. And we will see who's going to be on next week. It's going to be a mystery.
It's a mystery.
We all have, like, everybody. So thank you for joining us. As a reminder, we are on Twitter at Closet Podcast. We are on Tumblr at closetpodcast.tumblr.com. You can find us on SoundCloud, Google Play, iTunes, and leave reviews. It helps us, ratings and all of that junk, helps us make more fans of the show and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you. I hope you have a lovely week, and thanks for joining us in the closet.